So, good evening. Welcome to another Financial New. I am Nua. I'm helping you today on understanding the financial markets and where life is going to take us tomorrow. It's important that we kind of have an understanding. Well, it's important that I have an understanding. I'm just recording this so I can leave a cookie crumbs for my future generation. I'm also aware that this is an article and words scare a lot of people. So I'm going to take my time to be your guide through these articles. I'll give you my perspective and we'll see if we can make sense of how the new financial market is coming along. So, yay, Trump. Yeah, Trump's in office. Woo-wee. For now, let's just get to work. So, let's start this article real quick. All right. Gathering peace. The current state of opening banking's payment adoption in the UK. This was posted on Monday, the 20th of January 2025. Andy Wig and Wig, Chief Product Officer at GoCardless shares insight into how the UK can stay ahead of the opening banking. Since 2008, many countries have looked into it has looked into the UK and followed its lead in implementing open banking payment adopting in the UK models to local needs. I gotta zoom this in a little bit, guys. I can't. Oh shucks. Is that why that is happening? Mic check. Because I don't have the right mic installed. Oh my god. That's why we were having that mic issue. I didn't have my mic plugged in. All right, where were we? I gotta zoom this in a little bit. Mic check. All right, let's try that. Hopefully you can hear me better. I gotta zoom this in a little bit. All right, let's continue. Since 2018, many countries looked to the UK and followed its lead in implementing open banking payments, adopting the UK's model to local needs and expanding into new areas. However, if the UK wishes to remain the avant-garde of open banking, it needs to start thinking future ahead into the future. It needs to start thinking further ahead into the future. GoCardless recently collaborated with 11FF to undertake new research combining surveys resulting from 99 business decision makers with quality research to better understand which cases and their associated sectors are quietly leading the way ahead, which are posed to benefit from open banking in the near future, and which still have a long way to go due to existing barriers. So from what I'm hearing, they are ready. Go Cardless wants to collaborate with 11SS to ensure that people that are ready to deal with open banking have access to do so, and to identify the individuals who are far behind from existing barriers. Okay. High value remote transactions. Open banking payments are particularly advantageous for remote high value transactions. Think of sectors like financial services and real estate. These customers value trust and security, which make open banking payments attractive for several reasons. 1. Reduce the risk. Cards cannot present fraud since payments require upfront authentication. Payments is still simple and seamless. They eliminate the burdensome interchange fees, which typically range from 1.5 to 3%, but in some cases can be as high as 6%. So my question is, with that last statement, if they're looking to eliminate these burdensome interchanging fees, first of all, how is the liquidity provider making money? But secondly, where are they making money? And then thirdly, aren't they a risk? Aren't they going to be a flight risk because the other competitors are going to be like, yo, you're under cheating our competition? Thinking out loud, let me digress. Open banking also means payers avoid risk associated with manual entries of payment details, as system automatically populate account information and ensures funds are sent securely. This reduces the anxiety of large payments getting misdirected, which our research found can be a common concern. Main challenges today. The main barriers to widespread adoption is the payment limits vary across banks. The payment limits, okay. There's also low consumer awareness compared to alternative payment methods. And if they aren't requesting, merchants have less of an incentive to use it. So, if people don't know they can use their digital currencies to pay for items, why would you then pay for it that way? So, they want, let me make sure I tell you who they are. Go Cardless wants to ensure that we promote to the common folk to reduce their anxiety and make sure that the merchants promote it so that it can be widely used and adopted. Reoccurring payments and subscriptions. Another major use case of open banking is reoccurring payments and subscriptions, specifically in the sector with financial service, media, utilities, and software as a service, or SaaS. Merchants and their consumers place value on being able to control how and when payments are made. Banks' accounts don't expire. Providers like Go Cardless enable the first payment to be taken alongside either a recurring open bank payment or direct debit within one seamless process. So providers like Go Cardless enables the payment to be taken alongside either a open banking payment or a debit within the seamless. Okay. I guess they just allow you to make the payment directly with your debit card alongside any other payments. Okay. So you can attach your fiat currency as well, if I understand that correctly. Main challenges today. Current Variable recruiting payments, the VRP, are mandated to sweeping us a, what currently variable recurring payments are mandated to sweeping use cases, so they are available and limited to instant where two accounts are owned by the same person. This is great for building savings and payment off debt easy. Wider commercial use cases are on the roadmap to unlock, and it's accept that additional industries like telecom, utilities, government, charities will be approved by regulations in 225. Success will continue to depend on ensuring banking and property incentives and banking are properly incentivized, that the consumer are protected. Success will continue to depend on ensuring banks are properly incentivized and that customers are properly protected. So, Cardless will make sure that the banks are getting some sort of kickback while protecting the customer. Remote low value transactions. Low value remote transactions are typically aligned with retail e-commerce, where the customer is looking to make an impulse or low consideration purchase. God damn, they have a category for this. Y'all niggas don't think about what you buy. It's called low consideration purchase. Impulse, motherfucker. The customer wants an experience that's simple and safe, requiring minimal effort on their part. Merchants Merchants prioritize speed and convenience to avoid payers abandoning the checkout as quickly as they entered. So 1 in 3 British payers believe bank payments are the safest way to pay. Upfront authentication reduces the risk of fraud. Payments can be made on mobile or on the go. So the Brits, like the banks, they're going to make sure that you authenticate before the transaction even begins. And they're going to make sure that you can pay using your phone or using biometrics, because that's another thing, because it's on the go. You see how it says mobile or on the go? That means you're not going to use your phone. What's the other means of paying on the go? Biometrics. All right, moving forward. Biometrics. Main challenges today to meet the needs of impulse shoppers. A wide ecosystem will never be. Sorry, let me try that again. To meet the impulse shopper, the wide ecosystem will need to better define the roll out consistently processes so that the payer knows what to expect regardless of the bank account or app they use. Roll out consistently. So what I'm understanding, if you guys follow along, is that they want to make sure that no matter what platform you use, what bank you're with, that the system is seamless and it is consistent. So you as the user don't feel ill-regarded using any one system, because they all look and feel the same. For example, to incentivize shoppers to switch away from cards, the ability to save bank account details on their phone would be huge. So again, the convenience of not having to carry this plastic piece of identification, they've simplified it for you by putting it on your phone. And now I'm saying to you, to simplify that even further, who wants to carry around a phone? All right, moving forward. Would be huge. All right. In-person low-value transaction. Much like remote transaction, in-person transaction with low price points in sectors like hospitals and real estate and retail may be slow to adopt open banking. Instant one-of-one banking payments can be made on your mobile. So in other words, you can customize your purchase order or your invoice and have it be paid on the spot. Fast confirmation of funds leaving the bank account are critical benefit point of sale. So you wanna, as a consumer, you want to see it removed from your account immediately. Again, it's showing the transaction was fulfilled. And as the retailer, I want to see it in my bank account. I got paid, boy. All right, moving on. Easy of combining pay by bank URLs behind a QR code. Okay, buddy. So in other words, I have an item. You hit the QR code. You hit accept, and that's it. There's no physical interaction between me and you. I don't got to speak to you. You got to speak to me, and you yourself can just do it point to point. They want to set up that QR code or have that set up and legal and blah 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 blah. The growing possibilities of NFC enables pay by bank solutions and QR code based payments could bridge the gap in in-person environment. We've already been at the action through cardless customers such as Gravity Activity in Entertainment, who uses QR codes in their temporary parking lot, trampoline park, for instant entry fee. That would be good for clubs. Think about it too. You get to the club, sure ID, scan the QR code. All right, there you go. Why? But currently, they are exceptions and not the rule. For wide adoption in these sectors, Open Bank needs to integrate with existing POS systems to match the convenience and speed contactless payments. So in other words, when we got the tap, when we got our bank cards, our debit cards, we now need these systems that are coming online, these open bank systems, to have the convenience and the speed as the contactless payments. Why? So that the end user doesn't see any problems with the new adoption, thus making it easy for them to just switch over. Moving on. Facing progress. This is it. Yeah, we're coming to the end of this. Pacing progress, sorry. In the coming years, open bank payments will unlock significant benefits for use case that involves high value transactions, reoccurring payments, and sectors where security and cost savings are critical. Progress across use cases wouldn't happen at an equal pace, but it is moving and can move faster still if the payment ecosystem keeps working together. This editorial piece was first published in the Players Open Finance Report 2024. The latest comprehensive market overview and analyst focus on the key players and products in the open market banking and the open financial ecosystem. Download the full report. Brah! Kind of like that statement. That's a nice statement. Let's just freaking grab that statement. All right, and here we go. Andy Wiggins. Now, if I say your name wrong, Andy, I apologize. I would love to shake your hand in person and you could tell me exactly how to pronounce that. But Andy is a chief product officer of Go Cardless, responsible for driving forward the organization's global product and future innovations. When Andy arrived to Go Cardless in 2000, he brought his expertise in payments along with him, providing the direction of payments at Spotify. Andy is an old hand when it comes to the devise an exception global payment strategy. Andy is an old hand when it comes to devising an exception and an I can't even say this fucking word. Excluding global payment strategy.
Devising and executing global
Execute that motherfucker. Devising and executing the global payment strategies. Go Cardless is a global bank payment company, nearly 100,000 businesses, from startup to household names, with Go Cardless to collect payments through debit or direct real-time payments and open banking. Go Cardless processes $130 billion USD of payments annually, 30 countries plus, helping customers collect, helping customers collect reoccurring and one-off payments without crashing, stress, or other expensive fees. So, Go Cardless is trying to be the next Visa of the new financial economy. As I said, they're trying to make the system as so again. Right now, we're using Tap. They're trying to implement QR codes. Right? They're trying to implement. Well, I'm not saying they haven't mentioned it, but biometric payments. I was at the passport office just the other day, and I'm seeing them all the new say the Syrian refugee, all the individuals that are now becoming citizens to this country, this landmass, this corporation. They're getting biometrics. They're getting their biometrics taken. Have a seat, take a picture, fingerprints, all that type of jazz. Because why? It seems very plausible that it's going to become a requirement moving forward. Even to this day, I use the biometrics on my phone to get into certain apps. So, go cardless. They're telling you what they're planning. Go cardless. I do appreciate your time, Andy. Again, I would love to meet you and your team. Thank you for providing this level of service for the new upcoming market. This is Financial New. Thank you all for being here today. Please share if you do like anything that you saw. You know you can comment on it. If you have anything you want to add to, please share down below. Till the next one. Dun 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 dun. I'm out. See y'all later, Mr. Andy.